So you need to hear from victimizers. You need to hear from pedophiles. You need to hear from child abusers, because that's the other side of the story that you're seeking. And that's only logical. Why? Because you can't believe these horrific stories, because you can't believe victims and survivors. This is what keeps people from speaking out. The fear of not being believed and the shame that we are taught to carry as if what was done to us is our fault. And this is what keeps the victimizers, the pedos of the world, safe. So I'll tell you what, like, I wish I could give you my grandparents on a silver platter, and my mother for that matter. My grandparents, who together CSA'd me. My mother, who is a sociopath and a narcissist. I wish I could give them to you. I wonder what you would ask them. And then how would you figure out who to believe? Why don't you watch a little court TV, since you need to hear the other sides of the story? And in some cases, well, you know, like the little boy from the treadmill, he's not here to tell his side of the story. Why don't you look at what their victimizers, the murderers, the abusers, the pedos, why don't you look at how they tell their other side of the story? You know how they tell it? By blaming the victim and denying it. So instead of, when given the opportunity, to at least say, yeah, I'm guilty, I'm caught, and give it up and not cause any more harm to their victim, they double down. So there's your other side of the story. Not all of us get our day in court. Some of the children who get their day in court aren't here to tell it anymore, unfortunately. And those of us that are here, it takes us so many years to speak up because of comments like yours, actually. And by the time we do, there's statutes of limitations, there's burdens of proof, there's he said, she said, that going through that, instead of focusing on healing, it's just not worth it. That's the unfortunate truth. And the worst part about that, in my opinion, aside from the fact that I'll never get justice in any of these situations, is that my victimizers are free to do it to others. Yeah.